This is not good for Candace Owens at all. Black folks are really angry that she admitted to this during this interview with Anna Kasparian. Candace Owens and Anna Kasparian coming together and finding any type of common ground is really, really, really bad news for MAGA. These two are sharks. We've seen how Anna did Pearl. Like, Anna and Candace are sharks. If they ever come together to do anything to go against anybody, I wouldn't want to be their opponent. So they came together to essentially go off on the MAGA cult, go off on Trump, go off on these new age conservatives who have hijacked the conservative party. But Anna Kasparian, who's an ally of black folks, snuck something in there that caught our attention, that had us sitting up at the edge of our seats waiting for Candace Owens' answers to this question that Anna Kasparian snuck in there for us. And Candace's answer is not good for her at all.
Jesus Christ. And then they go, oh, but unless it happens in Israel, then it's okay. So I'm like, oh, wait, so there's this random carve out where we can mass murder kids as long as it's in Israel? Why doesn't every mass murderer just go to Israel and just do whatever they want? And then you just go, well, they're chosen. So this land is chosen so they can do whatever they want on this land. That was shocking for me. And it made me go a lot deeper on theology. And gratefully, like, my husband is just, he majored in theology. And so it's been kind of a part of his internal dialogue for a very long time. And I was like, what am I missing here? Like, how did I miss that I was in partnership with these people that, you're right, this is not a theology for them. This is a cult. This is a cult.
What's really interesting and something that I've always wanted to ask you about is, do you feel that, I mean, I'm sure, look, I'm seeing the success of your show. So obviously there's a giant portion of conservatives out there in this country who side with you and don't fall under the category that I'm about to describe. But do you feel like you were kind of used as a tool earlier in your career?
Before we get this video started, if you want to learn how I made $142,000 from YouTube this month, join my community by clicking the link in the description. That's where I give you guys all the tools to grow on YouTube and make money, as well as offer you guys the opportunity to make videos with me, to do joint videos, joint reactions that get posted on both of our channels. I also promote your videos on my social media pages. Don't you want to work with me? Like, click the link in my description to join my community. Let's get started. Let's grind. Let's make money together.
Absolutely. I know, not feel. It's a fact.
Because when you're critical of, let's say, the black community, oh, they love it, right? That's when you get a platform and you get all the plaudits and speaking engagements. But once you speak out against what's happening in Gaza, you're not that useful tool anymore.
Candace Owens has been on a legendary run as of lately. Candace Owens has been cooking. And she's been cooking for the most part because she has stayed away from the black, like, she has stayed away from essentially what made her famous, which is criticizing black folks and being a token. Now, her confessing and admitting that she believes she was being used as a tool for black folks made black folks go back and actually listen and hear and see what Candace Owens used to say about us, and it's not good. But also what this does is her admitting she was a tool. Now, she's about to admit how she was a tool and what she did on behalf of whoever was using her as a tool. But when she says this, it's like, damn. The amount of destruction and chaos that Candace Owens caused. And her admitting that she caused this destruction simply for a paycheck, to be honest. Right? The Daily Wire, again, spoiler, the Daily Wire, according to Candace Owens, is who's sicker on black folks, is who's sicker on the black community.
That was one of the things that was really hard for me to contend with personally, because obviously when I was at the Daily Wire, we were actually kind of in the midst of the same topic, really, right? So it's like you're talking about a race. You're saying, okay, this thing happened. So they were saying October 7th happened. BLM was saying the George Floyd thing happened. This is going to be the impetus now. And they were doing things that, in my view, still to this day, were just wrong. I don't care what happened in Minnesota. You don't have the right to go into Target and grab a flat screen TV, right? And so I wanted to do a documentary. I wanted to dive deeper on the topic. And it was round of applause from the Daily Wire. This is amazing. Give her a platform. Well, then I watched virtually the exact same thing, right? Using race as an excuse, saying, oh, well, we have to do this for Jews. You had this event, this event that happened, which was singular, and then they tried to extrapolate it, and I'm going, well, it's still wrong, right?
Right.
Well, the law is the law. Like, morality is morality. Doesn't matter if a black person does it or if a Jewish person does it. You don't get to rob and steal Palestinian homes.
Exactly.
And suddenly it was, you're an anti-Semite. you deserve to have nothing. You shouldn't even be allowed to travel to Australia because you are akin to Adolf Hitler.
That's
the
crazy.
same people that gave me the platform. And so it was a very tough pill to swallow.
Daily Wire, ran by Ben Shapiro, sicked Candace Owens on the black community, had her disparage the black community, had her make fun of and disparage and bastardize the legacy of black people that was murdered and killed by police, made fun of police brutality, said it doesn't exist. And they was rooting for her when she was doing that. But the minute she used the very same platform and tools and powers and firearm they gave her, when she turned the firearm back on them, they say, yeah, you gotta go. And they cut her water off. But Candace Owens being shocked to me is shocking because I thought again, for the most part, Candace Owens was evil, but she was still pretty intelligent. Like, she's a very, very, very smart woman. So her being shocked had me shocked. Because Candace Owens should have known, because I know. Bruh, listen. One, if you think right, that they wouldn't have turned on you, then you're not probably as smart as I thought you were. And then secondly, if you thought they were shocked that you turned on them, then you're not as smart as I thought you were. Yeah, duh. They sicked you on the black community as a black woman because you are the token. And then secondly, not only, right, are they not shocked that you turned on them, they expected you to turn on them. Ask any white supremacists online. Ask Nick Fuentes. I think even Nick Fuentes has spoken on this in the past. Even they don't like a sellout. Even they don't like the token black person, right? They not dumb. They know if you will turn on your own people, if you will sell out your own people, people who look like your mother, people who look like your father, people who look like you, if you will turn on them and sell them out, what makes us think you won't turn on us? Man, what? You think them white folks dumb? You think you being a sellout is gonna have them fooled into thinking like you actually like a honorable person? You think they watch you do all that selling out and tap dancing and they think, oh, you such a good person. Oh, you so righteous. Nah, they know you unrighteous. They know you a sellout. And they expecting you to eventually, at some point, sell out them. But it's the fact that they know your nature already, that they have time to prepare and put the safeguards in place. Rack up all the humiliation rituals. Rack up all the dirt on you. Bro, rack up all the blackmail material. So when you get out of your body and want to turn on, right, your massa, they do two things. Hey, bro, we got this blackmail material. Are you sure you want to play ball? And most sellouts say, I don't want to play ball, sir, and go right back to disparaging their own. But in case of the very rare circumstance where the defiant ones like Candace Owens want to get out their body and go against their massa already got the safeguards in place. Hey, bruh, your podcast, we own that, sorry. That Instagram, we own that, sorry. We want that. Hey, bruh, no ads, sorry. You banned from this country, banned from this platform, this. Hold on, huh? What? Y'all? Yeah. Now, fortunately for Candace Owens, she was talented enough to build it all back up. And now she's on a mission. But her being shocked that Ben Shapiro and Daily Wire turned on her, or her thinking they were shocked that she turned on them, is crazy. Now, I feel like because Candace Owens have been on this new arc and have left black people alone, a lot of us have truly forgotten how sickening, how insane Candace Owens tap dancing for the dominant society was.
It was Obama, and Obama did a lot to tear this country apart. I do not remember when I was growing up having all of these race issues, okay? I really don't remember it. And then suddenly towards the end of Obama, we started hearing all of this rhetoric drummed up. It became white versus black all over again. And I say all over again, I shouldn't even say that because when I was alive, this was not an issue. It all became about race. And I really do think that they were laying down the groundwork for Hillary to run because they had already pre-selected her to be the president of the United States. So they started using that awful name-calling rhetoric, which
Well,
they
wait a minute.
fell short
What
of.
did Obama do that drove
Backed up
this
the
race
police
discussion?
violence stuff. He backed up
Well,
the
he should
myth,
back
the
up the
myth of
police if
police.
they're wrong.
It's the myth
If
of
the
police
police are
brutality.
wrong.
I'm not done.
If they're wrong.
He
Right.
added fire. He added gasoline to a fire that was simply untrue. The myth of police brutality as something that was a problem facing
The myth of police
brutality.
brutality?
16 black Americans during 20.
So you deny that police don't brutalize black people and brown people?
White Americans and Hispanic Americans are shot at a higher rate than black Americans.
That's just not true.
It's 100% true.
That's not true. Why are the jails full of African Americans and brown
because we
people?
commit crimes at a higher rate than black
80 to 90%.
Americans. Yes, we do. That's a fact.
That's just
That's
not
another
true.
fact.
That's
But
just not true.
It's 100% a fact. A researchable fact.
I think it is.
And when Derek Chauvin murdered George Floyd, Candace Owens was on Fox News every night speaking up in support of Derek Chauvin. She even dropped a documentary about why Derek Chauvin should be free.
A 9-minute clip that came from somebody's cell phone without adding any context, without showing the full, the full police video, which they could have released. They refused to release the full body cam, which would have added more clarity to the fact that the media was lying. The media came out. Let's not forget this, Tucker. The media came out and told us that this was a man who was just getting his life together. He was a good member of society, and he got mixed up because a racist white police officer had it out for him and killed him. All of that fell apart. All of the facts came out, and all of that fell apart. We now know, of course, that he had enough fentanyl in him. It was 3 times the lethal dosage, 3 times lethal dosage in him when he died. But nobody cares because the media was successful in putting out a narrative, and they kept hitting that narrative. And the reason why the Democrats are happy is because they realize, of course, the media supports them, and now means the Democrats can get whatever they want because they can create a narrative, and then they can treat people like pawns and get them to basically say, if we don't get what we want, we will riot, we will loot, we will send these people out like soldiers to destroy your neighborhoods. And that is exactly what has happened. That has been the determination of this trial. The media and the Democrats now have enough power to bully and to lie to and to create propaganda and to successfully win. And that is what happened. And they are celebrating that win today. This was not a fair trial.
Only one side.
No person can say this was a fair trial.
You just got to take 3 steps back and acknowledge that only one side behaves this way. I mean, a jury in 1995 concluded that O.J. Simpson, despite DNA evidence, hadn't murdered 2 people, and there were no riots. But more to the point, there are a lot of people sitting behind, Trump voters sitting behind bars right now, have been for months, charged effectively with trespassing. We're not speculating. We've seen the charges.
When you go that hard at the black community, when you're that destructive, when you're denying things like police brutality, claiming that it's not an issue, all right, prejudices, systematic oppression against black people, that's not an issue. A 9-minute video of George Floyd being murdered by Derek Chauvin, that apparently is not enough. It was not enough, and Derek Chauvin got an unfair trial, and Derek Chauvin should be free. If you go that hard with these narratives because you were sicked upon us by the dominant society, when you served the dominant society and you violated us and you caused this much harm to us, what should be the punishment? Like what? Like how should black folks react to Candace Owens saying, "Oh yeah, I was used as a tool against y'all"? Yeah. I was. How should black folks react to this? Like, because I am stuck. Y'all let me know what y'all think. How should we react to this? Because this is not cool. This is not fair at all. I don't. Right? Like, I don't know. Like, should we stop watching her show? Should we I don't what? Like stop going on her show as a guest? Like, stop having conversations? Like, what should be the reaction to this? Because as hard as Candace Owens went, for her to now admit, I was being used against y'all by the white society. Oh, that really? This is bad, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here to find out how Chud was begging and crying in court today. All right, you don't want to miss why he was crying after he received some really bad news. I'm gonna see you guys in this Chud video. Send me a hype by clicking the hype button if you want to show support. I'm gonna see you guys in this Chud video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.